Yo, what up, though? Man, shout out to everybody subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. I really appreciate that. So please keep on subscribing to my channel, especially if you like my content. So look, today I'm gonna look deeper into the Minnesota Viking running backs, man. Yes, the Minnesota Vikings will have a new number one running back this year, man. And I know Dalvin Cook was and is still a top five running back in the NFL. But the Minnesota Vikings got some nice weapons, I want to say, at running back for real. Because we all know Dalvin Cook was good, but I got to look into the Minnesota Viking rushing yards, attempts, and stuff like that. The Minnesota Viking will rank down there at the bottom of rushing yards per game. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I never knew that. I did not know Kansas City Chiefs had more rushing attempts and rushing yards on the ground than the Minnesota Vikings. The pass happy Chiefs. I was shocked by seeing that. But I think all three running backs do something different that we need on the ground, and we ain't got to worry about one person bringing it to us. Madison is a good running back, and Madison is a running back that goes straight to the hole. He don't do a lot of dancing, and that's good. And plus, when he get tackled, Madison fall forward, I want to say, instead of moving back or sideways. So he always going to get a yard or two no matter what on the play, I want to say. But the one I really want to see is, and I think later on during the season, they will get more rushing attempts in his offense. Because KOC said, and you could tell, the Minnesota Vikings are going to want to run the football more. That's one reason we brought in Josh Oliver. He was a blocking tight end who did a good job at the Baltimore Ravens. And I think Todd Chandler, he do have that home run speed, and he is a receiving back too, so we could use out of the backfield. So that's another plus. Like you ain't got to put a lot of wear and tear on Madison, cause we got Todd Chandler who could come in and run between the tackles or off the guards or do pitch. It don't matter though. I think Todd Chandler, when the ball is in his hands, he could do some great things with it. And plus, he ran like a 4.3 coming into the NFL. So the boy got wheels. And the one I'm excited about, who I can't wait to see, is the running back we took in this year's draft, man, Dwayne McBride. I think that boy, when the season really get to going, is going to be an animal. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Because the boy got some weight to him. And plus, I want to say he led college football in rushing yards. Something like that. But I think he look more like of a power back. Like 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 1. You want to get my man the ball. Because he look like the type of running back who can drop that shoulder and make people back up off of him and get more rushing yards. And players like that wear and tear on defense. So with him and Madison, then you sprinkle in Ty Chandler with the speed. Oh, man. I think the Minnesota Vikings running game will be way better this year compared to last year, even though we had a great running back last year, but now we got 3 nice running backs. And you can't lose like that for real. Because Madison going to do his thing. Madison going to give you like 120 yards per game. I don't really see him doing like no 200 or no buck 50 because he going to have to split the load with other players. And plus, the Minnesota Vikings, man, only had 4 rushes for 20 and plus yards last year, man. Only 4. That's not good for real. So we need more out of the running game, man. The running game can set up the passing game and vice versa. By the Minnesota Vikings having all these top-notch wide receivers, there not going to be too many people in the box trying to stop the run. But if Minnesota show they can run the ball and be committed to running the ball, that will open up the passing game. The play action passes, what Kirk Cousins is good at doing. The play action passes will be there like a mud because people now fear the run game. Last year, ain't nobody feared Minnesota run game for real. They knew Dalvin Cook was nice, but they know we can contain Dalvin Cook for real. And Dalvin Cook might give you one or two and good run in the game for real. But I think now, and what Minnesota Vikings are going to do, they're going to run the ball more. And I think the running game is going to be way better this year. Man, I think last year we averaged what? I want to say like 95, 94 rushing yards a game. This year I can see that boy boosting up to probably about a $120, $125, and that's good for real. So it's showing you can run the football. And I think that the way McBride running back we got, I think he gonna be a monster for real. Cause he gonna be hitting a lot of linebackers up in that chest and safeties and corners. And they don't want that contact all game. So that's where the wear and tear come in at on the defense. Then you pop out that play action pass with JJ or TJ or Ja up the field or whatever the case might be. That's why I said I think the Minnesota Vikings will have a nice offense next year for real. Well, this year. We got to fix that running game, man. And I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to do that this year, man. I know everybody got question marks about the guards position. I'm the main one for real. But I think KLC and the rest of the coaching staff are going to scheme up certain plays to help certain players in certain situations. And once you open up the running game, the passing game will be easier for the linemen once you start doing play action passes. Because now you got the defense second guessing, or if you throwing the ball, or you running the ball. You got them beat. At least a second off, you got somebody beat. Because they worrying about the run game. And they don't know we about to throw the ball. They don't know that part. So that's why I think the Minnesota Vikings running game will be better next year. I think we got some hidden gems in Todd Chandler and Dwayne McBride. That's just me. So that's why I said this preseason will be a big preseason for those two running backs, man. Because we know what Madison can do. I'm talking about the other two running backs. So y'all let me know in the comment section below, man. How do y'all feel about the Minnesota Vikings running backs? And do you think our running game will be better this year compared to last year or not? But keep on subscribing to my channel. And I'm going to upload a video later on today too on who must have a big preseason games. For real, preseason here. It's like 2-3 weeks away. Football season is back.